recording. Let me record the session and let me share the screen. Sanjeev. Hello, Sanjeev. Hey, your voice is breaking, Sanjeev.
Okay. Hear you, sir?
Now, still. Right. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any doubts? Yeah, yesterday I asked you to we'll discuss one assignment about SSMS shortcuts. So in the Google, you will find it out. In the Microsoft website, you can find it out a lot of shortcuts. Okay, but not those shortcuts. Of course, they are the shortcuts only, but commonly used shortcuts I need. A lot of shortcuts are there, but very regularly used shortcuts, some beautiful shortcuts, some tips kind of shortcuts. I need those shortcuts. So anyone got a chance to exercise on those shortcuts?
Yes.
Of course, you know some of the shortcuts, right? Can you tell me what are the shortcuts are there in the SSMS? Till now, we have discussed some of the shortcuts, right?
Yes, sir.
Command word.
Alt tab is for a second window.
Okay.
Alt
And
plus
then-
Alt plus N new query.
Yes.
Alt plus X.
Alt plus X for execute. Yeah.
Control
Windows
plus
plus
F5
R.
parse the query.
Yes.
F5 refresher.
Good.
Control
Windows
plus
plus
X cut.
Okay. Control X cut. That's okay. Yeah. That is a normal shortcut. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That is
Control
also
E.
shortcut. Okay. Control E.
F5 query
Control E
execution.
for
Control.
what, sir? Control E for what in SSMS?
Available
Execute.
databases, sir. That is for.
Control
mean,
E.
Control E.
Control E.
Execute.
Control E will get available databases.
Control U, sir. Control U.
Okay.
Control F.
Control
search.
plus Shift plus Alt plus H to download.
Control plus Shift plus Alt plus H. Okay. Control U. Why it is not working? Control U. Any key combination is there?
No, sir. Control plus U.
Okay.
That we should have a new query window, sir. Have to be.
Open a new query window. Control plus U.
Yes, sir. Yeah, there.
Here we can
Pop.
change the databases.
Yeah.
This item will be highlighted, right?
Yes, sir.
Control U. This section will be highlighted.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
done.
we need to use the tabs of.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. What is that? Control plus Shift plus Alt plus H.
To download.
To download what? Means what it is going to download if we use that keys. Okay. Fine.
Alt plus F8 instance, sir. Instance open server in object. It will.
Object Explorer.
Yes.
Object Explorer.
F8 and F7.
Yes. Object Explorer and Object Explorer details. Okay. So Object Explorer details is very important. Very beautiful shortcut, guys. F8 is a excellent shortcut. Okay. So let's go with this F8 shortcut. you can see Object Explorer details, okay, or else you can see here under Object Explorer. This is Object Explorer, right?
Yes, sir.
F7 is Object Explorer details. Okay, so if you select any of the objects, you can see how many objects are there. So, for example, lot of databases are there. A very big list is there. So instead of going for a count, okay, so you can simply press F7, which is Object Explorer detail. Object Explorer details. If you select that folder, okay, databases folder, under databases folder, how many subfolders are there, including databases, you can see the count here. Okay, in the same way, if you select any database, under this database, how many subfolders are there? And say, for example, I want to find out the tables. Okay, you can see how many tables are there. As of now, only one table is there. But if you go for a multiple tables and all, you can see. Okay, let me show you that one in my local SSMS. Next, any other beautiful
Control
shortcuts?
plus F search, Control plus H
Okay.
find plus
Yes.
replace, find
Yes.
and
Yes.
replace.
Yes.
The
Control
Alt plus
H.
Control
F1.
F.
Alt plus F1. SP help. SP
SP help.
underscore helper.
Yeah, SP help is also very important, guys. Okay, so if you go for SP help, you can see, say for example, I want to see the table, about the table details. SP help, SP underscore help about this table. Okay, so you can came to know when this table is created. Everything you can came to know, guys. Okay, just drag and drop this table and Alt F1. Okay, just a minute.
Sir, and also for parsing the query, control F5, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, control one SP underscore put directory. It's a very shortcut.
Yeah, SP does not exist. Okay. Right, so SP help, you can see when the table is created. Okay, so how many indexes are there, everything you can see about this table, guys. Very important. Like sometimes you are going to use this SP underscore help table. Okay, SP underscore help table, SP underscore help table name. Okay, if you give the table name, you will get the table details and how many columns are there, everything. It's also a beautiful shortcut. Okay, when this table is created, and you can see the indexes also. As we don't have indexes now, you don't see anything but index information and all we can see under this SP underscore help table. So that is also one beautiful shortcut. And let me show you this F7 Object Explorer details. Okay, so by using F7, you can find out how many objects are there in that particular, okay, folder. Okay, for example, here under this databases, how many objects are there, I can simply find out using this Object Explorer details, guys. F7. Okay, total 10 items are there. Again, in this 10 items, okay, you can select any of the database. Under this database, how many folders are there? For example, in the AdventureWorks 2017, I want to see how many tables are there. Select tables, you can see all the tables. Total 74 tables are there. Okay, 74 means total folders, total objects are 74. In this, if you subtract these three, total 71 tables are there. And again, just right click here. Okay, select record row count. Okay, you can see, guys, see how many records are there in each table. You can easily, okay, find out using this Object Explorer details. Instead of going for a query, manual query, okay, if you use Object Explorer details, and if you enable this row count column easily, okay, in this database, in this AdventureWorks database, which one is a biggest table, how many records are there in each table, you can easily find out. Okay, these are all record count in this table, right? Transaction history table, we have 1,13,443 records, guys. Okay, in this work order table, you can see 72,591 records. So easily we can identify, instead of going for a count, select count a function, we can use this row count column. If you select that row count column under Object Explorer details, you can find out easily how many records are there. Very easy way of finding the number of records, and it's it's an excellent shortcut, guys. Like this, if any shortcuts are there, let me know.
Sir, Control E, query execute, sir.
That's okay. Any other shortcuts? And I'll give you one
Control
assignment
E,
in the
F4.
management studio. Yeah, in the management studio we can get internet, guys. In one tab, under one tab, we can get one internet. We can get Google and all. Okay, so tell me what is the shortcut to get the internet? Okay, that is the assignment. Got the point, right? Like this, this is a tab, right? One tab, right? So here you can open internet directly in the SSMS itself. You can open internet.
Control Alt R.
Control Alt R. Control
Yes,
plus
sir.
Alt plus R. Good. Okay, so you can see like this. The shortcut is Control plus Alt plus R, guys. Okay, so now you can type anything here. You can browse it and you can make use of it. So usually in the organization, internet won't be there for the servers, right? This is only for your local practice. Okay, remaining shortcuts and all will work, but this also will work, but internet won't be there for the server, so you don't get any internet in the organization. Okay, or else you can see here also. Here, if you go down somewhere, we can see that internet symbol. It is taking time. It will work, right? Control N. You can see internet symbol, guys. Here somewhere you can see internet symbol. Web browser, Control Alt R. Okay. This is like Azure VM, right? So that's why might be it's not coming. But usually you can make use of the Google if you have internet connection. Yes.
Sir, if we don't have internet in the organization, how we connect to RDP, sir?
For that we are going to use inbound outbound rules. So we'll add inbound rules so that it will allow traffic from your machines, local machines, so that you can connect to the servers through RDP. For our practice, internet is mandatory. Okay, why? Because we are not going to enable any inbound rules, outbound rules. That is separate topic. It's a different topic, so we cannot understand that one also. It's not complicated, very easy. But again, instead of that, connecting to the server using the internet is simple for us. Okay, but in the organization, under firewall rules, they will add inbound rules, outbound rules, so that it is going to accept the RDP connections. Okay.
Sir, in last class, can you show us demo?
No. Okay. In case if there is a chance, I'll show you, but depends. Okay. It depends. In case if there is a chance, I'll show you. Adding inbound rules, outbound rules. Okay. I'll show you.
Is it
If
same way of connecting, sir?
See, we don't do anything. First of all, we don't add inbound rules, outbound rules. Okay, we don't add any inbound.
To a server.
Same way, once inbound rules and outbound rules are added by network team, we'll simply connect to the server remotely. The same way, the process is same, but internet won't be there for the Windows server, and we don't enable any inbound rules, outbound rules. That is not our duty at all. If I'm not discussing, means that is not our duty. Network team will enable this inbound rules, outbound rules. Windows team will take care of it. Okay, so we don't do anything. Simply they will give the IP address once the traffic is and once the inbound and outbound rules are enabled, they will give the IP address. Based on that IP address, we'll connect to the server remotely. Again, the process is same. Once you got the IP address, you will open MSTSC and you will simply type that you will copy paste that IP address or server name and you will connect to the server directly. Okay, but changing inbound and outbound rules, okay, that can be taken care by the Windows team and network team, guys. We don't do. And if you have some time, just Google it. Okay, how to add in inbound and outbound rules for RDP connections. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Any questions? Like these kind of shortcuts I need, guys. You have enough time. Let me know the beautiful shortcuts in the management studio. Okay, I'll create one video. Of course, I know some of the shortcuts, but I'm trying to create one video, guys, YouTube video, so that it will be helpful for others also. So if you give more shortcuts, excellent shortcuts, beautiful shortcuts, that is a plus for us for our video. Okay.
Sir, Control Alt R, sir, to open
Control
that
Alt R.
web browser.
Browser, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Control
Yes.
Alt R. That is for browser. Okay, guys. So let's jump into the topic. So any questions, any doubts?
Sir, if
Yes, please.
master, sir, master, if master is corrupted, how can I do, sir?
See, if master is corrupted and all, I'll share one document. Okay, so if master is corrupted, usually you have to, there are different ways you have to rebuild the instance and all. You have to again install this one. You have to again open the media SQL Server software. In case if it is SQL Server 2017, you have to attach 2017 or you have to copy 2017 RTM and using command prompt. Earlier, if you remember, for patching, we used one query, right? Patch file setup.exe action is equal to
Yeah.
patch. In the same way, we have to copy the SQL Server software and we have to open a command prompt in run as administrator mode and we have to rebuild the master database. Of course, you can rebuild using a GUI also. You have to go for uninstallation of the program, double click on it. You will get rebuild database okay option. By using query, it's the safest method. You have to put the SQL Server in single user mode. Okay. And guys, I have a assignment for all of you. How can we start the SQL Server in single user mode? How can we start the SQL Server in single user mode? Okay.
Go to right click, go to property in startup parameter and
Yes.
dash M. You to add and restart to the server.
Yes.
Then that time SQL server is start to the single user mode.
Okay. So yes, guys. So assignment for all of you. Okay. If you know, that's okay. But if you don't know, this is an assignment for you. How to start the instance in single user mode while rebuilding the instance. Okay. Usually while fixing the system databases related issues, usually we are going to start the SQL Server with single user mode. So very easy, guys. It's not a big deal. Very simple parameter we have to add under startup parameters. So check and let me know how can we start any instance, okay, under single user mode. Okay, guys,
Sir,
safe
what is
mode. We'll
mean
call
by
it as
single
safe
user mode,
mode.
sir?
Sorry.
What is mean by single user mode?
Single user mode means only one connection can be connected at a time. See, these are the different connections, right? Single user. The meaning itself is saying single user. Okay, so it will accept only one connections. It will close all the connections. It will accept only one connection. That to troubleshoot those connections. In case if you have any issue with the SQL Server system databases are corrupted, you have to troubleshoot it. So in that case, you have to stop the SQL Server. You have to start with a single user mode at a time. Only one person who is troubleshooting the SQL Server, he is able to connect to the SQL Server. Other persons cannot connect to the SQL Server until you have to start the SQL Server with a multi-user. Until you start with multi-user, then only other people also can connect. Single user means only one connection it will allow. A single person can connect to the SQL Server to troubleshoot the issue. Okay, so that is the assignment, guys. So let me know how
Sir,
can. Yes.
sir, if user database is corrected, can at that time what we do, sir?
If user databases are corrupted, there are a lot of ways. We have a backups. Okay, by using you can restore the existing backups and all. And if it is small correction, guys, corrections also partially corruption is there. Okay, fully corruption is there. If partially corrupted, then we have to run the DBCC check DB on the database. We'll keep the database in single user mode again. For database also, we can keep it in single user mode, and we can keep it in emergency mode. And then finally we'll run DBCC check DB. DBCC check DB will correct in case of anything is corrupted. DBCC check DB will repair the database if it is partially corrupted. If it is fully corrupted, then you have to use a backup and restore method. There is no other way. If it is fully corrupted, you can make use of, if it is not recovering using DBCC check DB, then you can make use of this backups and restores. Guys, try it. Some tasks we have to try by your own. That's why intentionally I don't teach. Why? Because that is called exploration. See, earlier, if anyone called me, I'll tell you one thing. You have to practice for 3 times, 4 times, and you have to practice for 3 hours, 4 hours a day. How can we practice 3 hours, 4 hours a day? These are the tasks. Take one task, try by your own. You are now a professionals, guys. Make use of the Google. See, we can discuss anything, we can discuss. That's not an issue. But why don't you try? This is where your interests are there. Okay, this is where you can explore the things. This is where you are loving the subject. Simply whatever I am teaching, and believe me, whatever we are teaching in this, whatever we are teaching this 1.5 month or 6 to 7 weeks, in this subject, hardly you can make use of 10 to 20%, guys. You don't use all the things what we have discussed. But in some projects we'll discuss some things. In some project we are going to cover something. So I cannot teach on project basis, right? So it's my responsibility to teach all the things. And believe me, if your project is a normal project and all, you cannot make use of at least 20% also, hardly 10% is. Whatever we discussed, hardly you can make use of 10% subject in that. That's it. If it is a very big project, you can make use of 20%, guys. You cannot make use of more than 20% in any project, but lot of things we'll discuss. Why? Because you might be in a different project, some other guy in a different project, some other guy in a different project. I cannot tell, no, in my project only these things we are going to discuss, so that's it. I'm going to discuss only these things. It's not like that. We have to cover all the things. But yes, to cover all the things, lot of stuff is there. Make use of the Google and all, and try to explore the things. Try to, in case of system database is corrupted, how can we do that? In case of user database is corrupted, how can we do that? Okay, so I can give the documents if you want, but it's again it's in your hand. Okay, usually if wantedly I'm not discussing some of the points, means I'll wait whether anyone can try or anyone is interested, okay, or not, so that I can guide you. In case of any issues are there, I can guide you. But if you ask me the complete task again, I can explain, but where are your efforts? Okay, just try it. And again, guys, this 1.5 month, learn how to use the Google properly. Don't think every IT employee is an excellent, okay, what we can call in Telugu topu. Okay, no, they are topos in using the internet. That's it. They are excellent in using the Google. You have to make use of the Google, guys. You have to use different keywords and all. So if you are comfortable with Google, guys, believe me, happily you can do your work. Still, if you are depending on someone, okay, so it's very difficult. Make use of the Google, guys. Try it. Why don't you try? Okay, right? Clear, guys? So in different ways we can corrupt, we can fix this user databases corruption and system databases corruption and all. So just Google it and try it by your own. If it is not coming, then let me know. Send a screenshot to me. I'll help you. Okay. Any other questions?
Sir, today you given the task like how can you start a instance for single user mode, right, sir?
Yes. How to start a SQL server in single user mode. That is the assignment for today.
Okay.
You can fix it and you can let me know. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And again, guys, very important thing. Okay, don't delete your own logins, or don't delete permissions for your own logins. Yesterday I got the same issue from one of our student. Okay, he just removed sysadmin for his login. Now he don't have access, guys. And one more assignment I'll give you. In case if sysadmin access, only one login is there. Of course, these are all the logins. Only one login with sysadmin access is there. Okay. So that sysadmin access is removed. Now he can log in, but he cannot make use of any logins, guys. He cannot make use of all the things. Why? Because he is not a sysadmin. Earlier, he is the only sysadmin. Unfortunately, he removed himself. He removed the sysadmin access by himself. Now there is no login of sysadmin in the SQL server. Okay. So how can we fix this issue? This is the challenge. How can we fix this issue? There is a way to fix this issue. How can we fix this issue? That is the assignment question for tomorrow. There is no SA login, sysadmin login. SA login is there. There is no sysadmin login. Okay. All the logins are there, but unfortunately, say for example, this is the login, guys. Okay. So what he did is he just go to the server roles and he removed the sysadmin permissions. Okay. Done. Actually, I have another logins also there. So okay, I can make use of, if one sysadmin is there, I can give permissions to Madhavi. But in our case, Madhavi is the only login who is having sysadmin. Unfortunately, those sysadmin access also removed. Okay. Now, how can we fix this issue? Got the question?
Yes, sir.
A single login is there, sysadmin login, but sysadmin permissions are removed accidentally. Now, how can you make use of the instance? Okay, so that is the assignment question for tomorrow. So a lot of assignment questions are there. Please work on it and let me know the answers, guys. Any questions, please? Any questions, any doubts? No questions? Chalo, okay. So let's jump into the another topic, guys. So backups today, tomorrow, okay. So next 2 days we'll discuss about the backups and restores, right? So tell me, guys, what is the use of the backup? Backups are important.
Yeah, backups are very, very important, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if database, if any database.
To make the database.
In use of
Sir, 1 sec.
backups, we can restore the database.
Today, backup is very useful. I mean, in future purpose.
Yes. Okay. So guys, backups are very important. Okay. So like for example, your phone, of course, okay, you are using your smartphone, right? So usually every important stuff, whatever email you are going to use to log into the phone, usually it will be backed up to that email in case of any photos or contacts. Okay. Imagine that sync option is turned off and you are not backing up your contacts, guys. You're not backing up your contacts. If you want to change the phone and all, of course, if contacts are there, that's fine. But something happened to your phone, you cannot get the contacts again. Agree? Right? In the same way, WhatsApp messages, every at what time, guys, WhatsApp is going to take the backup daily? Anyone knows? Anyone having any idea?
Night, sir. Night.
Night at what time?
Non-business hours, sir.
Night at
2
2 o'clock, 2 a.m.
At 12 a.m., sir.
2
For
a.m.
full
2
backup.
a.m. Okay, 2 a.m. Night, if anyone woke up at night, if you see your WhatsApp exactly at 2 a.m., one pop-up will come and it will take the backup of all your messages, WhatsApp messages. So it's very important, guys. Why? Because if something went wrong, okay, if your phone is not working or if you changed your phone and all the messages you have to get back, right? So that's why WhatsApp will keep on taking backup daily. It will take a backup on your WhatsApp messages, guys. It will back up your messages and it will store a copy in your Gmail account. It don't store anywhere. It will store again in your Gmail account only, in your Gmail, Google Drive. Okay. So backups are very important, guys. Why? Because we don't know next minute what will happen in case if database is corrupted or if the server is down or something happened, some issue is there. Okay. So if there is no backups, there is no safety, guys. Very, 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 very important thing. Okay. So we'll always prefer backups in the organization. It's very mandatory for us. We'll take backup for each and every user database. We'll take backup for each and every user database. Okay. So guys, can you tell me how many backups are there?
Sir, full backup, differential
backup.
backup, and T-log backup.
Three
Transaction
backups,
backup.
sir.
Okay.
Three types of
Copy
backup.
backup and then sudoku
sir,
One
backup.
DBA type.
Split backup.
Not only three, not only three. We have
Tail
couple of
backup.
other
Yeah,
backups
sir.
also there.
Mm-hmm.
Full backup, differential
Level
backup.
backups are there, sir.
Full backup,
Full
differential backup,
Split backup is there,
transaction log
and
backup.
copy only backup,
copy
log
only
backup.
backup. Yes.
One types of backup.
Okay. So total we have 11 types of backups, guys, but we don't use these 11 types of backups. Hardly we'll use 4 to 5 types of backups. Okay. Full backup, differential backup, log backup, copy only backup. Okay. Tail log backup. Tail log backup. So these are the 5 important backups that we are going to use regularly. Okay. Apart from this, we'll have striped backup. Okay. Mirror backup. Partial backup, partial differential backup. Okay, partial backup, partial differential backup. And what else, guys? Striped backup,
Full
mirror
backup,
backup. Sorry,
Sudoku backup, sir. No?
which is that?
Okay.
What is that?
Full backup.
Full backup we have covered. Full
Cold
differential. Sorry.
Sir,
COLD, cold backup.
split
Cold backup,
sir.
I'll tell you. Still, split and
Split
striped
backup.
both are same.
Okay.
Okay, file and file group backup, guys. File and file group backups. Okay, so these are all hot backups, guys. Hot backups. Okay, so we have one more backup called cold backup. Okay, so these are all hot backups. Hot backups, what is the difference between hot and cold backups, sir? Hot backup means you can take the backups when the database is online. Okay, like this, you can directly take the backup. The database is online, right? You can directly take the backups on these databases. This is called hot backup. If you take the backup on the online databases, that is your hot backup. Offline database, if you take the backup on the offline databases, that is cold backup. So to take the cold backups, the database should be offline, guys. To take the cold backups, the database should be offline. Okay, so only on one system database or only one database will perform cold backups. That is your resource database. You cannot perform hot backups on the resource database, guys. Will perform only cold backups. Okay, cold backups are nothing but simply physical files you will copy in different location. That's it. Actually, there is no concept of cold backup, but whatever physical files are there, resource database, data file, resource database, log file, will copy these two files to a different location. That's it. But if instance is up and running, you cannot copy, right? You cannot copy and paste it in different location. So you have to stop the instance, then only you can copy the files to different location. For system databases, for user databases, if you want to take the cold backups, you have to bring the database offline so that you can move the files, the physical files from one location to another location. You can copy the files from one location to another location, guys. That is called cold backup. Means to take the cold backups means copying the physical MDF files and LDF files physically to different location is called a cold backup. Okay, so if the database is online, we cannot take the cold backup. The database should be offline, then only we can take the cold backup, guys. Okay. Okay, right, fine. So let's discuss about the backups, guys. Full backup, what full backup will do, what differential backup will do, what a log backup will do. Okay, please reconnect, guys. It is showing 1 minute. We'll discuss all those things.